Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Izzati binti Muhammad Aziz. We are from Group 1 from Section 3. So for our project, we choose share facilities at EduHub Pagoh for complete data communication and networking project. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, this is our team member, which is Emilia Nabilah, Chavnita, Muhammad Faris, Muhammad Hafizuddin, Muhammad Ruzaini, Amalia Syafiqah, Nur Ain Farshihah dan Nur Izzati Aziz. Nur Laila Syukur, Syifa Adila, Sarusha dan saya Siti Nur Aina Amira dan yang terakhir sekali Umi Nur Amirah. Okay, I will explain about table of content. This is our table of content, and firstly we will explain about background infra setup. Secondly, we will explain about network design, and lastly we will explain about configure and test.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Syifa Adila binti Muhammad Zaki. I will present about project background, which is EduHub Pagoh share facilities to analyze and develop an idea to improve the network design. Share facilities are the facilities that can be shared among 4 institutions at EduHub Pagoh, which are UTHM, IIUM, UTM and Pagoh Community College. Then, share facilities provided by Pagoh Higher Education Hub include convention hall, lecture hall, multipurpose hall, guest house, open sport facilities and sport facilities, where we choose to improve the network design because the area of each facility is too large. Then, the network for facilities is not enough and unsystematic frameworks. That's all from me. I will pass to Laila to continue our presentation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Laila binti Mashukur and I will continue with problem statement. First, network connection in different facilities around the university area is complicated because their network does not have proper line settings for different departments and is not connected with a network layer device such as a router which links to more packet switches networks or subnetworks. Second, the network server's configuration is not appropriately organized with proper cabling to its maintenance activity, and the PC or devices are not correctly connected according to the primary network infrastructure and the current network infrastructure of the shared facility EduHub in university. Lastly, usage of a damaged and outdated equipment in the networking infrastructure reduces device usability, network accessibility, and the student and lecturer engagement. As a result, there is a weak infrastructure that annoys staff and impairs students and other departments' ability to study utilizing network technology. That's all from me.
Our project have 4 objectives. First, to assist in assessing the share facility EduHub network infrastructure needs. Second, to provide a suitable network topology that enable it to connect with the share facility area. Third, to showcase the process and arrangement of the share facility network using appropriate devices such as a switch, router, server, and more. And lastly, to provide flexible access to data for devices connected to the network infrastructure for anywhere in the share facility area and at any time.
Optimal design is compulsory when developing or designing a network for a library. For this project, star topology was chosen for the library network design. Figure 1 shows the topology or design of the project which can be implemented by the school to achieve optimal objective.
Hi, my name is Junita Almonado. I want to present about star topology. Star topology is a network architecture where all devices are connected to a central hub or switch. Each device has a dedicated connection to the hub and data flow through the hub to reach its destination. This configuration allows for centralization management, easy capability, and fault tolerance. The central hub facilitates the addition or removal of devices without distributing the rest of the network. If a device fails, only that device is affected, ensuring the network remains functional. Performance is enhanced as device at its own connection, minimizing contention for network resources. Security is also improved since data traffic does not pass through other devices. However, the dependency on the central hub, higher cost, and limited cable length, or potential drawbacks. Star topology is commonly used in LANs, providing efficient management as capability for small to medium-sized networks. That's all from me. Thank you.
Greetings to everyone. My name is Hamisha Dr. Ravi Kumar. Today I want to explain about advantage of star topology. The star topology has different features that make it a popular network configuration choice. One of its primary advantage is centralized management. The network may be readily monitored and controlled from a single place using a central hub or switch, simplifying network management responsibility. Second, isolation of fault is another feature of the star topology. When a network device or cable breaks, just the affected link is affected, while the remainder of the network remains functioning. In terms of performance, the star topology shines by reducing difficulties like collision and congestion. Each device adds its own dedicated connection to central hub, providing efficient data transfer and high-speed communication. The star topology is extremely simple to set up and maintain. Setting up the network is as simple as connecting each device to the central hub. In conclusion, these qualities make it an interactive choice for a wide range of network setup, from small office network to large enterprise environment. That's all from me. Thank you.
I will present about configure VLAN. When it comes to configuring a VLAN, which is virtual local area network, the connection between routers and switches becomes essential for communication between VLANs. We have configured the VLAN on the switch, access the switch configuration interface, usually through a web browser or command line interface, and create the desired VLAN. Assign specific switch ports to each VLAN based on the network requirements. In addition, we have configured VLAN trunking to enable communication between routers and switches for multiple VLANs. Next, we have configured the sub-interface of the router. On the router, we need to configure a sub-interface for each VLAN. A sub-interface is a logical interface that allows a router to communicate with multiple VLANs over a single physical interface. Each sub-interface is associated with a specific VLAN. In addition, we have provided an IP address, assigned IP addresses to sub-interface on the router, ensuring that each sub-interface belongs to the appropriate VLAN and has a unique IP address within that VLAN. We have also enabled inter-VLAN routing on the router. This can be achieved by configuring routing protocols or static routes depending on the network environment. Finally, we verify connectivity. Test connectivity between devices on different VLANs to ensure the VLAN configuration is working. We ping the device in a different VLAN than the router. Thank you, that's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hamid. So right now I am going to explain about the configuration and test section for this network. We basically include a few servers, which is we use the HTTP for web browsing and also the DNS. And also we use the FTP file transfer protocol in this network. In the next slide, we will show the demo of how the PCs, laptop, and also the printers are connecting these to the servers. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So this is the demo on how to test the connection between the PCs and the server and also the other devices. So right now, this is our network. So the first one, I will access the web browser, which is using the server HTTP. So for example, I choose this PC5, and go to the desktop and open the web browser. So we will enter the gateway. We'll reload in a second. Okay. So this is the website that and it is the server HTTP. So welcome to Sheffield City. So see, I did for the DNS, I will test the connection, verification successful, successful, this is and the server successful printer. Okay, successful. So after that, we will test the FTP, which is the file transfer protocol. For example, we use it in the administrator office. So I will choose, for example, this PC is successful. We open the prompt. Sorry, we'll choose another one. So the first one is we will make a simple txt file, which is I will put hi everyone. So I will save it as tutorial. So I will click exit and then we will access the FTP server and gateway, which is a 10, and .2. So the username is user1, password is 1234. Login in. So if we choose dir for directory, this is the text for the test that I have done. So if we want to put the tutu.txt that we have created just now, we just need to put the command is put and the name of the file, which is tutu.txt. So it will transfer, okay, and it is already done. And if we show the directory again, you will see the tuto is already been uploaded on the server, on the FTP server. So to get the file from the other computer, we will choose another computer and we'll open the command prompt. So and we will show the first we will show the dial to make sure it connect to the server, to the FTP server. So after that we will choose, oh sorry, this is already has been connected to the server. So after that we will the command is get to next. So it has been fetched by this computer. So I think that's all for the demo. Okay, so thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farish Ismail. So today I will explain to you about all the sections in the share facilities that are connected to the network. Okay, firstly I will explain to you about the other devices are connected from different places. So in this case we have 3 devices, 2 of them PCs and 1 of them are laptop. So for the configuration for each device are different, so I will read it briefly for you. So firstly, for the laptop is 10.10.10.3 with a subnetwork of 255.0.0.0 and default gateway 10.10.10.0 with a DNS server 192.168.1.1. So secondly, for the laptop 10.10 for the computer 10.10.10.4 with the same subnetwork, default gateway and DNS server with the laptop. And lastly, then another PC 10.10.10.5 with the same subnetwork, default gateway, DNS server. Next, we will be moving on to the server room. As you can see on my right, the figure shows the device that connected to the server room. The server consists of 5 networks connected to the network, and the device are 2 servers which owns its own function, HTTP and DNS for one server and FTP for one server, a router, 1841 type of router, and also 2 PCs. All configurations are different from each other. Okay, for the first server is the IP address is 10.10.10.1 with the subnetwork of 245.0.0.0. Second server is the same server, but for the fast internet 0/1 is 192.168.0.1 with subnetwork of 255.255.255.0. Okay, now moving on to the router, to the server. I'm sorry. For firstly is 10.10.10.0 with the subnetwork of 255.0.0.0 with default gateway of 192.168.10.2 with a DNS server 1.1. Next is the second server, 10.10.10.2 to 5.0.0.0.0 submit mask, a different default gateway which is 10.10.10.1 and no DNS server. So lastly, for the computers 192.168.0.4, submit 255.255.255.0, default gateway of 0.1 and no DNS server. Next is the administrator office for the share facilities. So based on the figure beside me, it shows that the section for the administrator office of the share facilities consists of 3 devices connected to the network. The devices are 2 PCs and a printer. The device has its own configurations and each of them are different. So firstly, for the printer is the IP address is 192.168.0.5 with subnet 255.255.255.0. So for the PCs is 192.168.0.3 with the same subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and also gateway with 0.1. And also for the second PC is 192.168.0.2 with the same subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and also same gateway as the other PCs. Okay, lastly the section for library open lab, which have 3 devices, consists of 2 PCs and a printer. The configuration for each device are different for each other. So firstly, I will read for the printer. The printer IP address is 10.10.10.8 and the subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. So secondly, for the PCs, first PC is 10.10.10.2, subnet mask 205.0.0.0, default gateway 10.10.10.0 and also DNS server 192.168.1.1. So for the last PC is 10.10.10.1 IP address and with the subnet mask with the same address 255.0.0.0 with the same gateway 10.10.10.0 and also same DNS server 192.168.1.1. Further and details information about the configurations for our project will be submitted in the report. That's all from me. Thank you.
That's all from our group. Thank you for watching our video.